Well, Coach, no precipitation to speak of, but still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Finance. These Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they enter play here. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 38-year-old Eli Manning heading out to lead the Giants. Look at the numbers, show how good Eli has been over the years. 7th all-time in passing yards, 8th in touchdowns, 7 4,000-yard seasons, including last year. And he's looking to make one last run before the sun sets on his Hall of Fame career. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Well, it's kind of interesting when you think about Eli Manning and what he's done in his career against the Eagles, because it's one of the teams that he struggled the most with. Just 10-20 in 30 career games head-to-head, including 2 losses last year in 2018, with the Giants losing both in Week 6 and Week 12 to Philadelphia. A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
50, plant.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Manning going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 9 yards that time.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Lefty, lefty. 55. Grip. Sunday, Sunday. Switch it.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
31's the mic.
On 3rd down, Grant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On 1st down, Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Mike. 53, Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Set. And 2 stop.
On 2nd and 15 now. Manning finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Manning now to throw.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Manning. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Grant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Grant. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards to pick up. First down. On first down, it's Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Situation. Let's go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, that's here. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
They run the counter. Grant. Michael Thomas on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Hey, Delta. 47 Mike. 47.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Well, the final 3 weeks of the 2019 season still to play, and we start Week 15 on Thursday night. The final Thursday night game of the year, Jets and Ravens from M&T Bank Stadium, with coverage beginning at 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. All that only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Get him, boy. Get him.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed, and more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. It's Grant. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Go! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Run. 14, 82, 14.
On first down, Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for... That's caught inside the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They will run with Grant. And he'll take this one down near the 15. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's complete to Hopkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Manning now on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Manning. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Manning. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the curve. Straight 15. Straight 15. Win 5-3. Win 5-3. Big ass. Big ass. Big ass. Hey, box truck. Box truck.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
24 is the mic. Get him. Get him.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Going again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Grant, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on fourth and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back to this summer when we were touring camps. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
And defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the run, it's Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. And he's got some space here. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Wayne Goldman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch. Let's go,
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. They go back to Grant. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. I don't know that you've got a wealth of options here now. 3rd down from your 2.
The question is, how much confidence do you actually have in various aspects of your team? In your defense, in case things go wrong. In your quarterback to take care of the football. Your offensive line to protect it. If you're feeling pretty confident about all those things, you might take a shot right here.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. He finds Hopkins complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
31's the Mike. That's the pass. 31's the Mike. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. What's your son?
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I'm ready. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10, here's Madden. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air. And I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things of the...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
5-9.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll run on first down. Grant, he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
81.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz, and a catch made by Hopkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
General West. Sunday. Come to ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 16 yards, a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Grant with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. He's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Manning. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. The 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Manning to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Throwing on first down is Manning. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Manning got to hurry him to the line here. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Russell Shepard, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Penny. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
55. 55. So don't say this. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 55. Mike 55.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. One final try now from Manning. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Philadelphia, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We're giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate to dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years jump.